Mer, how are you doing today? So, do you struggle with limiting the amount of sugar that you eat? And is this struggle causing you to, you've got some health issues because sugar causes inflammation, and maybe you're more headachy, maybe your migraines are being more triggered, you're exhausted, you're tired, or you've gained weight and you just can't stay away from the sugar. And if you did that, you would be able to get healthier and get back to your optimal healthy weight for your unique body. Well, today I'm going to give you 3 tips to scale back on the amount of sugar you are consuming. I'm actually going to give you 3 swaps. And one of them you might have heard of before. The other two, maybe not so much, because I know during my dieting days, I didn't hear about the other two. And if I wish I did, because they're really good swaps to use. Good morning, everyone. I am Pamela Petrick. I am a registered nurse and a certified health coach, and I help women in every area of healthcare go from burnt out, exhausted, unhealthily overweight, in eating their emotions to rejuvenated, energetic at their optimal healthy weight for their unique bodies and feeling their feelings and no longer eating them. We do all this without dieting, without deprivation, and we give you holistic tips in order to do so. So I'm curious, let me know if sugar is, maybe it's an obstacle for you. So maybe if it was one of your goals was to cut back on the amount of sugar. I know with the ish of last year, hey, I admit it, I was eating a lot of sugar myself. So, because it's a comfort food, right, it can actually calm us down. That's why we tend to gravitate toward that. But it also has those consequences to it because it's a highly inflammatory food source. So, for me, it was causing me to have more headaches, more migraines. And then, even though it gives you a boost of energy, what goes up must come down when it comes with sugar. So then you might have been crashing. I was crashing myself. So I'm going to give you 3 easy swaps to do. By the way, if you are looking to really take it to the next level and you're like, yes, I really want to learn how to cut the sugar, I actually have a free 5-day challenge coming up pretty soon. It is free to join, is going to be starting very soon. So it is called Sweet Relief, Cut the Sugar. And I'm going to be sharing with you really easy to implement tips and strategies. It's only going to take you minutes a day. By the way, one of my past participants of this exact same challenge, she lost 5 pounds during the course of the challenge. She lost 5 pounds that week. And I asked her, like, do you feel like you deprived yourself? She goes, no, I really don't feel like I had deprived myself. So without the suffering, I'm going to share with you how you can find those hidden sources of sugar, because you might be unintentionally sabotaging your results because you don't know what you don't know. So I'm going to share with you how to find those hidden sources of sugar, because sugar has so many different names. You're going to learn about that. You're going to have easy strategies to naturally cut back on the sugar so you don't feel like you're depriving yourself, right? And it's going to help you to get over that weight loss plateau, or to start losing weight if losing weight is on your list of goals for this year or for the summertime, but also to help you to get rejuvenated, to get your energy back, because sugar is a huge energy stealer. It's a huge thief to energy, because what goes up must come down. And because your body gets used to feeling that high, so to speak, it's like you need another hit. It's as addicting as drugs, as cocaine, because it works on the same receptors. And if you are a sugar addict like I was back in the day, I was always looking for my next hit. That's what I call it, because my body was like, I need more sugar. I need an energy high. What else can I get my hands on? Let me go to the grocery store and buy more chocolate, buy more ice cream. So Sweet Relief, Cut the Sugar. It is a free challenge to join. The link is in the description of this video. You're going to learn without dieting, without shakes or crazy meal plans, even if you work 12-hour shifts, It's just going to take you minutes a day to implement these strategies that I have for you, which allowed Kathy to lose 5 pounds during this exact same challenge. So here are some swaps for sugar if you're trying to limit the amounts of sugar you are consuming. Okay, now the first one is replace your sugar, and I'm talking about white sugar. It can even be honey, because there are certain types of honey. I personally do raw honey because raw honey has a lot more nutritional benefits than your filtered honey. So, and I'm talking about even with your artificial sweeteners, because they cause more inflammation than even just regular sugar does. So try extracts instead. If you are a coffee drinker and you know, like, you're really trying to watch the amount of sugar you're putting in your coffee or even in your foods, this is a really great switcheroo, because I like peppermint, and I like, vanilla, but, getting the shots, of vanilla and peppermint, it's got some sugar to it, right? At your local coffee shop. So instead, switch to a peppermint extract, a vanilla extract. You can do orange and lemon in your recipes where it calls for sugar. So try switching out for an extract instead of gravitating towards those kind of sugary type alternatives to get the same taste. Let me tell you, peppermint extract is so much better than the peppermint you get at your local coffee store. For me, anyway, I'm like, dude, like, total game changer for me when I started to do this. All right, so switch out sugar for your extracts. And next one is just completely replace it. So, what can you do to completely replace sugar? And it's not with, this might shock you, it's not with another sugar alternative or an artificial sweetener. No, it's actually enhancing your foods with spices like ginger, allspice, cinnamon, or nutmeg. And these spices actually help you with your cravings too. And it's a sugar-free way of switching out the sugar. By the way, cinnamon has anti-inflammatory properties. Remember, I said sugar is highly inflammatory. It causes all kinds of health issues other than, the added excess weight, unhealthy weight. Cinnamon is a natural anti-inflammatory. So when I started to incorporate more cinnamon into my eating plan, oh my gosh, it's like, what? My headaches were slowly going away. They decreased. And I'm like, well, what am I doing differently, right? Yeah, I was cutting back on the sugar, but it's like a quick fix. I was adding more cinnamon. I was putting it into my coffee, by the way. So that's one thing if you're a coffee drinker, because I see a lot of people when they drink coffee, because this was me too, so I can completely understand. Your go to those flavored creamers. And I did that last year, and I'm weaning myself back off of it now because we were in survival mode, right? Not thriving. And those creamers, they're full of sugar, because if you drink a strong cup of coffee, here's what I was noticing with myself. I like my coffee a little on the stronger side, right? And so I would have to add more than the 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. I was out to like a quarter cup, I think. a lot of creamer, a lot of sugar with my strong cup of coffee. So then when I started to go back to what my own personalized bulletproof coffee, which was adding coconut oil, some raw honey, and cinnamon, you got a healthy fat, you've got a natural anti-inflammatory, and you've got B vitamins in with your raw honey, a healthier version. So when I started to switch some things out, I was like, oh, I'm noticing my headaches are going away. I've got more energy, because it sustains you instead of making you go high and down. It sustains you. And you're getting the sweetness with the raw honey too. Plus you're getting the cinnamon, which is, helps with your cravings. So switch it out, replace it completely, not with another sugar alternative, but with coriander, allspice, nutmeg, or cinnamon. Now, your third swap, you might have heard about this one, but I'm curious if you've ever done this, is substitute it with unsweetened applesauce in your recipes. And you're going to do equal amounts. So if it calls for a quarter cup of sugar, you use a quarter cup of unsweetened applesauce. And by the way, applesauce has fiber. Ladies, one reason why you might be having some either gut issues or you like your belly's a little bigger than usual is you might have a little bit of poo stuck in your GI tract. And applesauce has fiber in it, right? And so that'll help move things along as well. So you got like added benefits to these swaps, by the way. So not only are you swapping that for the usual white sugar you might be consuming, but it has added nutritional benefits to your swap. So once again, if you want to like take it to the next level, so you're like, hey, I'm ready to go. Show me what I need to do. Just simply join the challenge that is starting in about a week. Sweet Relief Cut the Sugar 5-day challenge. It is completely free to join, my friends. Just simply click the link above in the description. It'll take you to the page which will tell you exactly what you're going to learn and get during the course of the 5 days. By the way, I'll be sharing 2 dessert recipes that won't sabotage your waistline. One of them is my favorite. It's like my go-to, by the way. And within 5 days, just simple to do. It'll take minutes a day, even if you work 12-hour shifts. This is how Kathy was able to lose 5 pounds when she did this challenge. During that week of the challenge, she lost 5 pounds by simply implementing these strategies. So click on the link to join. All right, to your health. And I will catch you next week for the next broadcast. Have a great day, everyone.